Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And today we are back with Superman by Joshua Williamson. This is issue number 21, Save the Date. Or rather, I guess, Super Date Night, whichever one you want to go with. This is, continuing our Superwoman arc. Also, if you haven't seen it, we put out a video recently on the Superwoman special showing how, or sort of how Lois Lane got her powers. This is sort of continuing that. So let's get right into this.
Yeah, it is kind of there isn't a whole lot of context that you miss, I think, with not having it.
No. But also everyone should read that special because it was just really good.
It was this run, man, has been so fun.
So good. But yeah, so we have Lois here fighting some evil things with Kara and saying it's time to meet with Clark for a super date night. Dan Mora just being fucking Dan Mora and giving us this fantastic 2-page spread of them flying in space and going on a date on the moon, as you do. Great first scene here. They play some target practice on the moon with giant boulders.
They are playing darts with giant boulders.
Yes.
Because Lois in college would hustle frat boys at darts, which is
the most
Lois Lane thing.
Yeah, exactly. Very Lois Lane.
Lois Lane, since her first appearance way back in Action Comics #1, has always been utterly insane and always the best at what she does.
She's fantastic.
Also, God damn it, Dan Mora's art,
so good.
So because we've been recording these one-shots a little late, and it actually took me a little while to get around to reading some of these, I ended up reading this issue particularly on call. Mm-hmm. And there were just so many points where I'm like, I want to just stop and admire this art, because...
But we have to record things, Jacob, and we cannot stop to admire things.
I can't spend an hour just gazing at the way Dan Mora draws these characters and why I'm so happy to have him on this book.
Speaking of just staring at things, we have interludes throughout this issue. The first of which is about Jimmy Olsen and Silver Banshee.
It's the adventures of Metropolis's it couple, Jimmy Olsen and Silver Banshee.
Fantastic.
And it's them watching a scary movie together and Jimmy getting spooked.
Yes.
And, trying to hold a brave face because it's a date and it's adorable and it's one page and
it's so sweet. I love them, but yeah. Then we go back to our super date with Lois and Clark. They go to see Zatanna. They go to see some dinosaurs. They go to meet with Crypto. It's nice. It sounds like a fun day. And then, then they stop on the Gem Planet, which is where the issue kind of stops in its tracks for the best possible reason. Because first off, we're talking about Superman's recent. Let's call it rage in our last issue, where Superman fought Doomsday and he seemed a little red kryptonite-y, and yeah, it is because of the red kryptonite that he was hit with by Farman Graft. That's it. I can words.
It's still in his system is the implication, and that it could be triggered with stressors, which I don't know. I mean, Superman has always been relatable because he's Superman, but that in the year 2025, that hits hard. Yeah.
Jacob, actually, it's not relatable in the year 2025. This issue came out in 2024, so
okay, fine. In the year 2024, in the end of the year 2024. It was relatable, and it's going to be relatable in the year 2025 now, because...
Yes. Also, we get some more great Dan Mora redrawings of Death of Superman. Love to see it. Fantastic. And probably my favorite aspect of this issue is this really introspective moment where Superman reflects on the Time Trapper's warning. And... we get this thing that I don't know. I always love when a writer tries to take Superman in this direction. It's a bit dark for Superman, but it is this idea that Superman is potentially an immortal being. Every now and then he just has to stop and think about that. It's kind of scary. It's a scary thought.
It is a scary prospect. Also, let's be honest. I still have a feeling that Lois might not be making it out of this one.
It's a possibility, but I'm still doubting it currently. But yeah, he tells Lois about the time trapper, or what the time trapper wants, or rather what Doomsday wants, as he wants him to kill him so he can evolve to be a god of all of time and space. Fantastic. And but yeah, Superman's just he's kind of scared in this moment. Lois doesn't quite know how to take this. And we don't really have a moment to reflect on it either, because Superman and Superwoman are stalked by Amethyst, who is in the middle of a battle.
World, which is a weird pull.
Fantastic pull, really. We also get our second interlude here, which is What Does Doomsday Dream About?, where Doomsday is currently being held captive at Supercorp with the Black Mercy. And there are just these wonderful 3 panels of Superman, of Doomsday with like a skull and ripping Superman's cape and holding what looks to be some kind of red energy, might be red kryptonite kind of thing in his hands. And that is the end of that interlude. Fascinating. I love these interludes. There's just great single pages that Williamson is doing so much great work in. Just really great stuff. But yeah, we see Superman and Superwoman help Amethyst and help to call a truce in this battle, and they leave.
And interestingly, it's like, hey, these people needed a medication that could only be made from gems that are under House Amethyst lands. So we found a trade agreement. I wonder if there's anything in the current day that Williamson might be a little angry at.
Nothing at all.
I wonder.
What are you talking about, Jacob? That would imply that comics are political, and I just know they aren't. So.
Oh right, yeah.
You got to remember important things like this, Jacob. Comics are not political. They never have been. They never will be. So there you go.
No, they only got political in. We're going to say 2016, but I was going to say
2016 probably. I don't know. Either way, Clark and Lois leave, and Clark has an idea to continue their date night, which has gone into morning. But not before, of course, we have our last interlude of the issue, which is Lex and Mercy in coffee. And look, I think I'm here for the Lex and Mercy shipping. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. That's clearly what's happening. Cool.
Oh, I wasn't getting shipping vibes from this. I was getting...
You weren't?
Lex. I was getting... I mean, maybe. That might be because I think Mercy's a lesbian. That's...
Okay.
But, no. I thought it was more of... Oh, no. Lex may have some more of his memories he's leading on. Something is happening because he knows the very specific detail of Mercy's coffee order.
Mm-hmm.
And it's implied that he did notice beforehand. So, okay, Lex, what are you doing? What are you doing, Lex?
Interesting. Okay.
Are you faking amnesia? I don't think you are.
Okay. See, I kind of got more that the implication that this Lex is more attentive, and that in his amnesiac state, he is more aware of what his friends are doing, what his friends are up to. So he noticed it this time. That's what I got. And that's where I'm getting the shipping from here. But either way, I suppose, sure, if you want to take something sinister from it, sure, whatever.
It could be slightly sinister, okay?
Sure, let it be sinister if you want. But I'm here shipping bearded Lex Luthor with tired, overworked Mercy Graves. So, anyway. Back to what Clark and Lois have been up to. They went back to Smallville to finish their date. And in the middle of Clark's constant worrying about the future and his potential forever existence, I just love this idea that Lois Lane is here to be the one to rein him back in and just keep him focused, be present in the moment. And it's really sweet. It's a sweet idea. I love these guys. I love reading Williamson write these guys. It's fantastic. But of course, we cannot have a nice moment for too long, as Superman and Superwoman are being called for because Doomsday's people are here. They are calling
Ash is raining down on Metropolis, and
they're calling themselves the Aftermath. Whatever that means, and they are saying that they will kill everyone on your world. they have exactly like 1 hour to turn Doomsday over to them, or they will kill everyone. And
yeah, so
I guess we'll find out what they do about that next time.
That's
very excited to see what they do. Gonna be a lot of fun. So
that's it's an ending. I'm wondering. I'm curious to see where this is going to go.
Such a great issue. every issue of Williamson Superman is just so damn great. Just read it, everyone. Fucking read it. Entirely, just read all of it, please. Whatever. Anyway, I think that does it. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face one-shots we're doing. We're catching up on things from the end of last year into this week, so check all that out. We cover, obviously, Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Batman the Brave and the Bold by Varys, which did have its last issue come out at the end of last year, which we still have our video coming out on Friday. So check that out. We also cover The Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone, as well as it's crossing over with X-Men by Jed McKay, which I normally cover on Fresh Face Solos. I also totally forgot Last Halloween, which we're also covering.
We should have just released issue 4.
Issue 4 came out yesterday. Yeah, we're getting back into it. It's been a while since we've recorded. It's fine. It's cool. Check out
the holidays made our schedules a mess. So.
Yes. We're also check out the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. We're in the middle of a Suicide Squad block currently, so check that all out. Also, our link trees will be in the description below. You can follow us wherever you want to follow us, mainly Blue Sky if you can. And I think that about does it. So thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan
and Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.